Decided to do an unboxing for MedaCube because I couldn't find one on YouTube. It looks like a great device for someone that has got a lot of medical need with prescriptions, as well as maybe has a lot of caregivers. So this looks like a pretty fancy dancy thing. So this is the start of the unboxing. I'm holding the phone myself, so we'll see how well I can do with that. Nice instructions on the top. Tells you to remove the box, get ready to plug it in. I'm gonna assume this is your power cord. Yes, that's exactly what that is. This is the other part of the power cord. And these are the keys, so you can lock it up. So if you got narcotics in there. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna have to read and find out what the USB is all about. That's interesting. And take, oh wow, this thing's packed really tight. Well, here it is. Right. It was packed really tight. I got it taped so it doesn't jostle around in shipping. Remove before use. Got a little sticker. There you go. You're hearing my automatic dog door, by the way, and I do have a video on that if you want to see that. So this is what it looks like. It's not very big. It's maybe, I got a big hand now, just so you know, so 10 inches? 10 inches wide, maybe 15, 16 inches tall by, oh wow, maybe 10 inches deep. So let's see what it looks like inside. I've got it plugged in and I found out what this USB is for. It's written right on the instructions. This is the cellular adapter or Wi-Fi adapter, whichever one you decided to pick. So I'm gonna stick that in place, boom. And that's the little Wi-Fi receiver. So it's booting up, I think, or not. I do have it plugged in, right? Did I plug it in the right spot? Turn on the MedaCube. Oh, it's got a power button. Didn't realize that. Yep. Big toggle on the back. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there it goes. It's loading. All right, well, I'm gonna let it load. All right, well, it went through a little short motor check and camera check, and now it's asking me to do the initial setup, which will take 5 to 10 minutes.
Why's the door open?
It's asking for a wireless adapter found. Set it for Wi-Fi. What would you like to do? Choose my network, I'm guessing. I'm not reading the instructions, so maybe I should. Yep, here it is. 5 kids. Yes. All right, it's connecting to my network. It was a simple little put in your password for your network. All right, so here's my network. Next. And it looks like it's going to take me through the registration process. A few minutes to figure out how to open this. I know it sounds funny, but there is a key. And you turn this key to unlock right here. And then this door, which I didn't really notice because I was pulling over here on this side, which is the pill dispenser. But this door will then open. And when you open that, there's a tie strap that they put right down here. It goes around all these little dispensers. And you got to cut that tie strap. Register your MedaCube, and you put in your caregiver pin. It's going to allow you to add new medication, see the stock, give you reports, audio reminders, scheduled times. I haven't gotten to all this yet, but I plan on putting this in the video. When you register your MedaCube, you log into their portal, and this is what you can do. So I'm still trying to figure out if I can load the medication from here, or if I have to do it from the actual if I have to do it from the actual device. Medication load using the device. You can't do it on your laptop. But what's nice is when you type in the name of a device, it automatically comes up with a list of medication. So then you just look for it, and there it is right there. That's the chewable. Is it that one? Let me see if they have a different one here. Yeah, that's good. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Really neat about this thing, as I told you guys, when you add a new med, which I'll show you here in a minute, it actually walks through a database and makes sure to get the exact medication that you're talking about, the exact milligrams, and then it actually comes up with a picture and asks you to select the right picture of the pill and what number it is and all that. And once you do that, then it'll help you select a bin and put the pills in the bin. Now, if you don't have a brand new bottle, it'll tell you to count the pills and let it know how many it has, so that way it can give you a low reminder. As you guys can see, I just selected a med. I got to go down, it's this one right there, to 40 milligrams. It says 11 meds have been found. And then it asked me to identify the medication, which is like pretty awesome. So these are 115s. So I go to the next one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Well, that's weird. One of the things this thing can do, it's not always perfect, because I think it also depends on where you go for a prescription. You can enter the drug name, you can enter the national database, I think that's what it stands for, number. You can enter this barcode. So this thing actually, you can do barcode, and there's a little camera right up front. You can say, okay, and then you can see that light's coming out. And it's looking for, you just scan your barcode. It's not perfect. I mean, you gotta kind of be patient with it, because it's the computer's got to be able to see it. And I'm trying to do it while holding a camera, so there we go. Anyways, that's what it does do. I guess it says I'm doing it wrong. So let me see if it does it the other way. It says I'm supposed to do it this way, not lengthwise. I'm supposed to do it like that. Oop, other way. Well, this one, it's not recognizing the barcode, which no big deal. So, if you put one that, I'll put an old one. Here's a Kroger. Well, it didn't. It'll recognize Kroger, but not always. So you come over here, say enter a medication name. So I'm gonna enter tacrolimus. So I'm just gonna say TAC and just do it that way because it'll do a full search of the database and wait for it to find what I'm looking for. So there's tacrolimus, 1 milligram capsules, which is right there. So then it's gonna come up and it's gonna say, okay, we found it. Does it look like that? And I don't believe it does, actually. It's gonna ask you what it looks like. Doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that. Not like that. That's what it looks like. Select. Then it's gonna ask you how many do you have. They're small. It says you can hold roughly 120. And then I gotta count. Well, that pretty much is the MedaCube. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do another video here that I'll get ready that is gonna be a comparison video. It's dropping pills, by the way. That's what you hear in the background. But it's going to be a comparison video of the pill drill, which we have had for a long time, and the MedaCube. MedaCube, I can tell you right now, one of the things that, you know, I've noticed the differences of is it doesn't have a phone app. It says time to take your medication. I mean, it's like an actual voice. That's not loud enough to wake up the person that we care for, so pill drill has more of like an alarm, beep, 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 beep. So I might just leave pill drill in place just for the alarm notifications. And it looks like sometimes not all the pills come up on when you're doing a search. So then you have to, you know, just say no picture and continue. Other than that, it took me about 3.5 hours to set it up. The person we care for takes 19 prescriptions per day. The most you can do on this thing, I think, is 17. So she has a couple that's next to her bed. She takes at night before she goes to bed. But, you know, once you get it set up, that it's easy. You just go to the pharmacy, get your medication, say you're adding X amount of pills, dump it in there, boom, you're done. So if you have somebody with a lot of medical need and a lot of prescriptions like we do, this beats having to sit there and drop them into all the pods. I'll let you know too if you're somebody that is maybe a group home or something like that. It's got a lock on it, so it cannot be messed with. It's also got a tilt notification, so if you start tilting this thing, it'll start yelling at you. It's got a battery backup that says it's for 24 hours, I believe. So if the power did go out, you could still operate the MedaCube because it's on battery backup. And you can also set it up for PRN medications if you so choose, and the person you're caring for could go over there and select a PRN, but then it's only going to dispense what's allowed by PRN, you know, either X amount per day or X amount every so many hours. So, and it takes a picture of the dispensed medication before it dispenses, and it takes a picture after the tray is put back from them taking their medication to verify that the tray is actually empty and no pills were left in the tray before they went and took their meds. It is definitely very high tech. I know the MedaCube is not cheap, but if you're somebody like we are that, you know, has a ton of meds like I showed you in this video, this was the way to go. So, hope this helped. I noticed there wasn't one video out there about this thing to explain any of it. And so hope this will help you guys decide if this is what you want to invest in. Have a good day.